and welcome to the World Warriors podcast. I'm Will.
I'm the Thaminator.
And I'm Rock.
And this week our guest is Capcom Unity Community Manager Gregaman.
Community Specialist and Liaison, technically.
Well done.
Ooh,
Greg, you have to
Well,
ready up.
if the Community Specialist and Liaison would like to ready up, that'd be sweet.
Very sorry. The reason I correct you is because technically Brett is the manager, and I sort of have to respect the chain.
Ah, I did not know that.
Liaison.
I sort of did know that. When you said that, I was thinking, isn't Brett the community manager?
I kind of figured
Brett,
that you guys were both hand in hand, but
I mean, you know, we do a lot of the same stuff, but he's just like, you know, a little bit more, well, managerial. You know, he does a little more of the planning and delegating and stuff like that. But yeah, he's the Jay Gonzo to my Snow.
ah.
Which, I don't know if you guys knew that, but Jay Gonzo is the manager and Snow is this quote-unquote specialist.
I actually didn't know that. I thought that it was quite the opposite.
Specialist and
Well, because
liaison.
they're quite similar. You know, a lot of the duties are the same.
Yeah.
Now, didn't Gonzo leave before Snow?
Yes.
Okay, Snow's the one that asked me to be a moderator, so I only talked to Gonzo like 2 times on the forum, I think. So I didn't really know him too well at all.
So, I don't want to toot my own horn there, Thame,
Too
but
late.
there's a reason why he knew to ask you.
Actually, he did tell me that.
Oh, well then.
Yeah,
Okay, what was the reason?
because Will told him to.
Yep.
Oh.
You'll do it for him. It's okay.
Rock, when's the last time you made a forum post?
Yesterday.
Yeah, right.
He's talking about on Capcom Unity.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
Hey, this isn't
Yeah.
about me.
not the
It's
Derek
about the people.
Not the Derek Zoolander school for kids that can't read good when other things good too.
So, I know, Greg, that you're not very well versed. Oh, you're playing Horan. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I haven't
Well,
seen
I liked
that
him in
one yet.
Tekken 3 back in the day.
Yeah,
Oh man,
I like
that's
playing
the
as
best
too.
Tekken. Tekken is like
The
best
flamingo stance has always thrown me off, though.
Yeah, it's wow.
Tekken. Ooh.
But yeah, I guess we.
Oh!
Ah,
That's gonna kill you.
No!
Man. So much damage.
I should note that I'm terrible at fighting games, and it frustrates me greatly because I'm not new to fighting games. I've been playing them casually, at least, since I was like 8, and I've played many. You know,
hmm
Now,
Yeah.
how old are you?
bad at every single one of them. And people will instantly, like people who don't even play games, you know, will like play it for the first time and immediately become better than me at that game.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
so
had
how
like,
old are you, Greg?
say what?
How old are you?
I'm 28. No,
Okay.
I'm sorry, 20. I'm 27. I will be 28.
Alright, here you go. Alright.
So,
So, if you've been playing since you were 8, what was your first fighting game?
Street Fighter.
Wait, shouldn't that be part of like the Street Fighter 10?
No, we don't ask that anymore.
What? Albano?
well, here's the thing: is that I was going to mention this before, is that Greg is mostly a Mega Man fan, so the Street Fighter 10,
Well-
it's kind of hard to ask him. Actually, I was going to ask him a little bit about where he came from, because it's kind of an interesting story how he became to work for Capcom.
Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. Go
Yeah.
ahead. bro.
I mean, like to clarify, it's not that I'm mostly a Mega Man fan, but I did come to Capcom through Mega Man, and I am a big Mega Man fan. But I'm just more of a single player experience kind of guy because I'm just not a competitive person, you know. I do like competitive games a lot, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I play so many different games, but I'm just not that good at any one game. So like usually when I play any kind of multiplayer game, it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But yeah, you know, to each their own.
Yeah.
As for how I got into Capcom, I was living in Japan for a while, kind of a long time.
Mm-hmm.
and just where do I start? I studied Japanese in college, and for a long while, and then after college, I didn't really have anything to do besides go to Japan and like just learn the language, learn the culture, which I did. And then when I got sick of doing that, I came back home and I didn't really have a plan, but I was like, well, here I am in the Bay Area. Maybe I should give the games industry a shot because I sure am obsessed with games. That was something that had always been the case, but in Japan had really become the case because, I don't know, it was like a way that I dealt with stress as I would go on these like treasure hunts because unlike in America, there's still a lot of independently run game stores where you can just, they'll just be like these holes in the wall that have these amazing treasure troves of like classic game stuff, you know, like, and I got really into the Sega Saturn, which had an amazing library in Japan, most of which we didn't get here. And,
I actually have played some of the import carts for Saturn, like the stuff with the RAM from Capcom specifically.
Yeah,
stuff like
Capcom
that.
had a lot of cool stuff on there. They had X-Men vs. Street Fighter, which is still my favorite fighting game.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
that
game
was an
so
awesome game.
And, you know, stuff like that. So I was like, well, I might as well give it a shot because I was also, you know, really into writing, and I was writing about games as a blogger. And my friend tipped me off that Capcom was hiring a translator. And so I sent my resume and a cover letter. Didn't hear back. But I also applied to like 25 other places, you know?
25 places?
And I didn't hear from most of them, which is the case when you're looking for a job, especially in these times.
Yeah.
But then I guess another position opened up at Capcom. They still had my resume on file, and they contacted me. And they were like, hey, we might have a translator position. You still looking for a job? And I was like, man, even if I wasn't still looking for a job, I would quit whatever job I had. To work. You know? Because, like, Capcom's track record for, like, quality titles, you know, in my mind, like, is way above average.
Yeah, for me, that's, like, pretty similar. To me, there's, like, only maybe 4 video game companies I even think of, you know, are worth the salt, and that's back in the day. Tecmo was one of them, but they haven't really had, you know, a whole lot lately.
Yeah, after Tekken
outside of Ninja Gaiden, but Capcom and Konami are still up there.
Yeah,
just have been.
Oh, this game is so fun.
Oh crap!
Yeah, and it's funny because what happened to that was I went in having no idea about any of the specifics of the job. They were just like, it's a translator job. And I went in and I was super nervous because, you know, it was like, you don't want to stuff this up. This could be your foot in the door of the industry, and not just a foot in the door of the industry, but basically your top choice of company in the industry, you know?
Right.
Because like I've been a fan of Capcom longer than I've been a fan of any one specific publisher. Like I can remember being like 6 and knowing the name Capcom, which is like pretty weird, you know, for a 6-year-old to give a damn about game publisher, especially back in the 80s.
Right.
Or I guess 90s.
Oh man, that lag was horrible.
But yeah, so I went in and they were like, so tell us about yourself. And I was trying as hard as I could not to come off as just a fanboy, because I was like, I gotta look professional, I gotta look like I have some amount of social grace, and I'm actually, you know, someone who can work in a professional capacity. But then they were like, so we're looking for 2 things. We're looking for someone who speaks Japanese and someone who's a big Mega Man Legends fan. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. In high school, that was like my jam, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh,
Extremely dead. Sorry.
that looks like it hurts so bad.
Yeah, he's all kinds of twisted.
You guys want to hear my sick plan for my team?
Sure.
Maybe.
Once the extra colors come out, I'm going to use King and color him like my cat.
You gonna play with King?
Yep.
I actually like
He's
King.
he's cool.
Yeah.
I like him.
That's who I used back when I played Tekken. Tekken 2.
Tekken 2. Wow.
That's the last Tekken game I played.
Holy crap.
Oh.
You know the last Tekken game I played?
What was
Tekken 6.
that?
And I'm waiting for
Wow.
Tekken Tag Tournament 2, man. It's gonna be so
So,
good.
Greg,
Yeah.
what kind of stuff have you done for Capcom as far as translating goes then?
Well, so, I mean, when I first got the job,
First off, did you like celebrate super hard that you got the job? Like, yeah, I got to go.
Did you go on like a bender afterwards?
they kept me on ice for a good while. You know, they put me through a 4-hour interview with 8 people.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
And so, well, they probably like me because like they didn't like me. You'd think after the 3rd guy at least they would be like, all right, he's done. But
Oh, wow.
But then it was like a good month or something until I actually knew for sure that I had the job, and then I was super excited, but then really nervous because there's just a lot that hadn't been ironed out yet. Like I still lived like 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
I didn't have my own car or my own place because I had like just gotten back from Japan, you know, so I was starting the whole life over. But that all got ironed out. Things kind of fell into place magically. Like, I found the apartment, and the same guy that I got the apartment from was selling his car, and it was like my ideal car. So,
Wow.
so yeah.
I'm gonna say this on the podcast so that we don't have YouTube commenter beating me to the punch. But cool story, bro. Literally, I mean that respectfully because it was a cool story.
So yeah, and then what I did for my first, I guess, 7 months in the company was I worked exclusively on Mega Man Legends 3, which obviously did not pan out the way we all hoped, and was a little bit devastating to many of us, including myself.
Yeah.
That's still to this day the only game that my name was in. Anyway. So, that was an interesting job because it was like a new kind of job that they made just for that game.
You're in, Will.
It's half community and half, translation.
Ken time. Even though Ryu's better.
Yes.
Oh, Rock, did we just catch you on the podcast saying Ken time?
I gotta hit my partner. I gotta get him amped, man. I gotta be like, yeah, Ken time, go to work, even though we use the more superior one.
That's an inside joke, Greg.
Yeah.
He's used Ken a couple times.
I've never used Ken.
And then he lies about it on the
I'm a big Ken fan. Before I discovered Guy and Super, I was a Ken guy.
Oh no.
I'm a Ken player, now I'm a guy.
Oh no.
Pay the price.
You should play Ryu because he's the best.
I am a... No.
Honestly, I think that Ryu is quite a bit better than Ken in this particular game.
I feel like over time, they say over time, Seth said over time, Ken will be better than Ryu.
Oh, stuffed it up.
I seriously doubt that because of them taking his Kara throw away. I think that's not going to happen.
There you go. You're
Oh.
I don't know, man. I'm definitely a Ken guy. You got
Well, switch to Ryu.
I mean, I like them both fine, but
Is it because of his hair?
no, it's just he just feels a little tighter. I guess he's like faster or something.
Yeah, he is. He's all stylish. Ryu
like-
has fundamentals.
Fast characters in any game. Yes.
Ryu is all about technique and fundamentals, but Doc can go ahead and rant on that. But anyway,
Oh,
nice.
you got 3 counters. It said counter.
I did nothing.
Holy crap.
I think that's when there's a little bit of lag happening and you get a counter. Sometimes it repeats the counter thing, but I'm not sure. Haven't figured it out yet. So, Greg, do you still have friends over in Japan that you talk to through the email and stuff?
Oh yeah. You know, it was not easy leaving that all behind. But had to happen. But yeah, I still keep in touch with some of them. Thanks to Facebook, you know, it's like a lot easier.
Yeah.
Skype, like I'm a big believer in Skype, which we are all using now. Come to think of it.
Skype for the win. Oh man, Ryu's cross up. I'm abusing it. Oh my gosh. It's like so good that I can juggle after that. Sorry, Greg. I kind of went ham on that one.
you've seen what I am capable of, so.
It's okay. If you had Ryu, you might win every time.
Nice.
I think
So,
I've proven my point.
Greg, can you write Japanese and read it as well as speak it?
Yeah, all that stuff. I mean, it sucks.
The reason I asked is I know a fair share of people that can only speak a language, but they can't read or write it here as well. Like not even 25% as well.
My training in the language was fairly extensive.
Very good.
Because, it was like I studied it from high school, and then it was my college major, and I studied.
Wow.
So it was like that was all I cared about in college. All I cared about was learning Japanese. So like, that's what I did, And even still, it's like,
That's cool.
It's not perfect, and especially now that I've been home for a year and a half, like, it's definitely dropped some, which is.
So, do you ever try to practice like with like community, like Japanese like sites, chat sites, or something like that?
Not so much through sites, but like, the woman who works next to me in the office is Japanese, and we talk a lot.
You ever tune into the Topanga streams or anything and listen to them speak Japanese and stuff?
Well, I check out stuff here and there. Like, whenever we have, like, a Japanese, like, Nico Nico stream, I'll watch that. And, like, I sort of not scathe, what am I looking for? Scan the internet in Japan sometimes for, like, content, so, like, stuff like that. I'll look at message boards just to see, like, how, Japanese community reacts to something.
Here's a question that the listeners might be interested in. I just thought about. You've spoken to Ono before, correct?
Personally, not really anything more than like a greeting.
Okay. Well, you can't answer my question then.
Sorry. Yeah.
I was just gonna have you tell the listeners how good his English is or not.
Well, I've seen him around and I've heard him speak English. He's he has a sort of fluency that comes with interacting with English speakers a lot, even though his English is very broken and like I don't think he's really studied it formally. There's a difference between accuracy and fluency, right?
Yes. I just thought people would be interested because of his. I've heard him speak English before, and he can speak it pretty decent, for a non-natural English speaker. But his tweets.
Yeah, they're a little crazy,
Oh
but,
yeah.
Like he sort of manages to get his point across at least. How do I do the suicide?
The what? The suicide? You trying to kill yourself?
You have to be at 25% health or lower, and it's down, medium.
No. He's not talking about Pandora. Yoshimitsu has an actual move called suicide.
Oh.
He stabs through himself into the other guy.
Oh, nice.
It's
called Harry Carrier, right? Or something
Yep.
like
I don't know what they call it.
See ya! I think my Alpha Ryu is really good. Because he has the white headband on.
I think he's pretty much just as disappointing as you.
Are you losing, loser?
That's fine.
Take that L.
When you're talking about your education with Japanese and everything, I took Spanish in high school and got A's both years, and then that was my sophomore and junior year. Then I went away to college, and there was a lot of Spanish speakers at college and stuff, and I actually had a roommate that was from Venezuela. So I had a little bit of practice here and there, but nowadays when they're speaking Spanish on TV and stuff, I pick up maybe 2 words out of 10. So it's pretty pathetic, but I still remember enough to know that Rock is probably getting an F in Spanish right now.
Is El Fluente.
Yes, podcast listeners, he is El Fuente.
Yes.
Right.
Well, it's funny about Spanish. Like that's by far the most useful language to learn in most of America. At the same time, though, I almost feel like when you approach like a Hispanic person in America and like try to bust out the Spanish, it just feels like condescending.
To me, it feels like they start going, they try to speak faster than normal just to mess with your head when you do that. the average one, not people that are pretty cool with gringos.
I just wonder if that comes off as condescending. It's like, hey, I speak English. You don't have to use it.
Yeah.
I remember feeling that way in Japan, where like someone would assume I don't speak any English. I mean, sorry, assume I didn't speak any Japanese,
Right.
and they would come at me in English, even after I'd said something in Japanese, and their English would be poor, and I'd be like, why don't we make this go a lot smoother?
See, though, when people are trying to condescend to Rock, they're not sure where to go because he can't speak English or Spanish very well.
My language.
Fighting word.
Is a lot better than yours. This is a beatdown for him now.
And
Me and Rock actually get along really well and play Street Fighter together all the time, but for the podcast, we pretend to be.
this is your
this is pretending. Will,
him and Will, it's legitimate. Me and him, it's not.
I hate you.
In life, me, Will, and Rock
this year, right? Right, Rock?
Rock is the Jago to Mike Ross.
Yeah.
I'm not the evil person. Will is the evil person.
Sure. Are you?
I'm so much nicer than you.
Are you going to Evo this year?
I'm thinking about it, yeah.
Okay. You're gonna cry. Just letting you know.
You're not gonna beat me. I don't know.
I didn't say I was gonna beat you. I'm just gonna make you cry.
I don't even know what that means.
Good luck with that. Cause I'm gonna put the hurt.
You're in, Will.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, this is about to be quick. Hurry up and beat him. He got a double counter on you. Double.
Magic Series, Will. Magic Series.
You don't know how to do it. Press the B button.
What? How'd you block all that?
I know, he glitching over there. That's what it is. It's okay.
What's going on? I don't know how to use him in this game. Should have picked someone more conventional. I had a good Yoshimitsu in Tekken 3, though.
Yay, we won.
That was all me.
Oh,
Yeah.
all you.
I think you blocked every single thing I did.
That's all right. But
you put him in so much block stun, he didn't have time to take any energy off of you, so you won.
Yeah.
I think I can count the number of hits I've connected with on one hand.
Uh-oh.
We should do a giveaway. Count the number of times Greg connected with something.
The only problem with that is the only person that would enter is Rock.
And he'd still get it wrong.
I'd win by default, though.
Yeah.
I know we have to make specifications that say that podcast organizers and commentators are not allowed to partake in the contest.
Man, look at the detail on his belt.
Man, I just unlocked the achievement on you. Learn the fundamentals, Will. That's what the achievement is.
Wow.
Man.
Woo! That felt kind of good. Say.
That didn't feel so good. I won't lie.
All in all, y'all feel this game is really fun.
I do. It's very different. So it's, a lot of the things that, you like, that I've learned from Street Fighter 4 don't transfer very well. It's very different with the ground, basically there's combos you can do that were pretty much unimaginable from previous versions. So
because of them allowing both chains and links to work together in the same combo. Yeah.
So
I that too.
You really have to take your knowledge of Street Fighter back to basics because, like Guile can do 2 crouching medium punches into a flash kick into, it's crazy. So
crazy good
that I can juggle.
Yeah.
In air makes Ryu probably the best character ever.
Yeah. And then on the opposite side of that is, like Rock said, he can do all these new things, and you're like, okay, how do I defend against this now? So, I mean, it's really taking everything back to fundamentals.
It's really teching it back.
Yeah.
Good one.
That's why I got hired.
That's like as bad as that that sexual harassment controversy with Eris on the Cross Assault show, and people that said he really crossed the line.
Oh yeah, man, I've used that joke so many times. Like every time we do anything, or anytime there's a line of any sort. Just last week at the launch event, I was like, these are the first people in line, which has yet to be crossed.
Oh man.
Yeah, it doesn't get a lot of laughs.
So Rock, that I'm guessing that you've played online quite a bit.
Nope.
No,
It's
is
my
it
first
just
time.
is it mostly local or so? Because I was going to ask you, how often does that charging of the fireball into dash, into Dragon Punch work?
It's pretty effective if you space it right.
Yeah,
I did that. I was doing that on my own. Like, I haven't been really playing anybody. I've been like training mode a lot. But yeah, a lot of that works. Like, I can, but because the charge, when you charge it, it gives you a free counter hit. So I'm basically uppercutting you with a counter hit every time I charge it.
It doesn't give you a just straight free counter hit though, does it? Because I think
Yeah,
if
it gives you a counter hit. The next hit.
if your next hit gets blocked though, doesn't that reset it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or if you get hit.
Because I was gonna say I've charged it before and then they blocked the first attack and I didn't get a counter hit.
Like if I uppercut you, like he just blocked it, but the counter hit. It wasn't a counter hit after like the block. But like another thing you can do is cancel. Like that's what's really good. I can cancel my trip into a Dolken like Super Turbo.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. So look, they even learned something today at the podcast.
Yeah, there will.
I'm trying.
Baffled at how so many.
Damn.
You can't crouch and tag out at the same time. You have to be neutral with the D-pad or joystick.
I'm gonna let you have front funsies.
Oh, Rock, you did not.
Nice.
I want to see what
You jumped in on a full metered man.
I want to see what
Not
you
good.
do. But now you don't have any metering.
I know, but now we don't need it as much, do we?
Nah, cause look, I'm about to do a lot of damage with this character. No.
Tag me out. Yeah. Good start.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Whoa. What was that?
Yeah.
Just dive kick.
That's a dive kick? It's
Yeah.
like a super flip somersault kick.
Nice.
I like that each character has that charge move. I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of this game, I think, is the cancelable charge move.
Didn't show you guys.
And why am I so bad at everything?
Oh.
It was
I did that. I meant to tag out.
It was funny, last year at Captivate, I was sitting across from Jeff Grossman from Giant Bomb, and he and I were kind of going back and forth just talking about all the different things that we were discovering about the game. Like, I figured out the charge move thing, and he figured out, I forget what he figured out, but it was funny, we were just kind of going back and forth.
He seemed really enamored with the game back at Captivate when it was still really early. He was like, he was on that forever.
Yeah, it was, him, Markman, and I were always just sitting on that thing, just messing with it.
Captivate.
No, Rock. No.
It worked.
No, Rock.
It
no.
worked.
Speak Spanish again, Rock.
Exactly. Makes more sense.
Okay.
Rock.
Can't say nothing.
Rock.
I can't
Why
say
is
nothing.
your Ryu white? You swore to me the first thing you were going to do when you played this game was make Ryu black, and your Ryu is white.
I can't unlock it.
Nice.
It's not available.
So this is going to be our final match for the evening.
Okay.
I was gonna do it, but
I still don't feel like I've done anything at all good, ever.
It's the first week. Don't worry about it. If you want to come back in a month after you played it,
Well, you know, it's sad because I thought I would have just 1 week to have any chance of beating anyone, and I'm all, like, day 0, the game wasn't even officially out yet, and I was already getting destroyed.
That's like when I played ranked mode at I got it midnight at GameStop, and when I played ranked mode right out the gate, oh man, I was just destroying people.
Yeah.
I won like 7 of my first 10 fights by a huge margin, and it was just disgusting. And then that all changed.
You know, it's like, I just don't get how people get so good at these games, you know? What is it they have that I don't have?
well,
Just practice your reactions.
Well, if most of the forum members would say money.
yeah.
They claim that money makes you better at fighting games now.
Well, I think Balrog would agree. You know what I think it is that just kind of people are really good at certain types of games. Like if you make me play Forza or StarCraft, I'm free. Like anybody.
Too much thought. Is StarCraft too much thought for you, Will?
Pretty much real-time strategy games are.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
You know, it's just, you know, it gets depressing for me because, like, I've been playing games since I was 3, and I'm still looking for that type of game that I'm at all good at, you know?
Mm-hmm. DDR, buddy. DDR.
My wife would not be thinking that's too funny because she's really good at DDR and Tetris.
Hey, oh my god.
Whereas I've got a really weird mixture. I'm pretty good at Street Fighter, and I was really, really good at Warcraft 3. So real-time strategy games.
Oh, I can't juggle after that.
But I'm decent at first-person shooters too.
Dude, sorry.
Dude,
But
I'm
driving games and DDR type games,
Yeah.
not so good.
Oh, I didn't come. What the heck, man? It's like the timing is so different right now than offline.
That would be because of your lag.
I know, damn. Thank you.
Or your lag switch, whichever one you want to play.
El Blanco.
I have no idea how to use Gene.
Don't worry, he's the second best character created. You might just be able to win.
I don't know how to do any of his moves, though. There you go. That's my one contribution.
Sorry, okay.
If we're gonna lose this match, let's just not waste any meter on it.
Yep.
Oh, you gonna taunt? Oh, that's messed up, man.
That ain't a taunt.
You taunted.
That isn't a taunt.
No.
I take offense.
It's a charge. It's a charge move.
Oh,
Yeah.
I take offense.
I don't think there are taunts in this game.
Yes, there are.
What, use as a back button? Oh, okay, it is the back button.
Yeah.
The back button's on the front of my stick housing, though. How am I going to get at that?
Well, good thing taunts aren't vital to the game, so.
What if they make one that is? What then?
Oh.
What if Akuma's taunt doubles as a fake red fireball? What then?
There you go.
Sure. Oh. Oh, noes. Oh, noes.
This is going to be an interesting one to figure out how to do the few seconds before. Not many supers are being tossed out, so it's kind of. But then again, I typically don't see supers tossed out in general. Like I've been watching streams and stuff, so
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's a similar mentality of Third Strike where you want to save it for EX or God, I didn't.
Look at it. Focus, focus,
He was asleep at the stick.
Mm-hmm.
focus.
man,
Oh, noes. Oh. Good fights.
Good fights. I agree. It was good for first round. I'm excited to see everybody
Here we
get
go.
better. And
Yeah,
Oh.
level ups is going to be
Oh,
fun.
man.
Yeah.
I might be scared.
Yeah.
that was looking pretty freaky.
Rock, you're always scary.
Shazam!
So, all right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap us up. Rock, do you have any parting words of wisdom?
enjoy this game.
I think those are pretty
Wow,
good words.
that's like the
Those are
second
good.
nicest words he's ever had on the show.
It's
It
okay.
is. It is.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy this game.
Yeah.
This is very fun. I encourage people to play it. Even if you don't even like fighting games, if you're just a casual player, like play this game. It's really fun.
And thank you, Greg, for joining us.
Hey,
Thank
it's
you,
my pleasure.
sir.
Yes, thanks, Greg.
Sorry I didn't wow anyone, but thanks for having me on here.
That's
It's
not
all
what
good.
it's
We can't
about.
all be on 24/7.
That's not what it's about. It's not about wilding. It's about the community.
So I appreciate your guys' attitude. That's very cool.
So for anybody who is watching right now, I'm about to do you guys all a big favor. And there we go. Went ahead and
That is some bull crap. You better edit that right now.
so Thame, you want to take us
All
out?
right. You stay classy, San Diego.